Hey guys. So for today's video, I have to move this box. I figured I would walk you guys through my tarot journal that I've been working on pretty much, I think, since the beginning of the summer. And hopefully this turns out well. Let me just adjust a little bit more here. I just got finished filming my Samhain altar setup, and there's one thing I want to say before I get into this. I tend to tinker with my altars. I tend to set them up intuitively. I have absolutely no idea where I want anything to go when I start to set it up, so I will mess with it until it feels right. And I'm not sure if you guys have noticed that in my videos yet, but that is something that I do. So, if you guys ever want me to do a detailed walkthrough of one of my altars, if you're curious about any spiritual significance of anything, please leave me a comment, and I'm more than happy to make a video where I walk through an altar. I change them every 6 weeks after each Sabbat. That's just how I do it. And they're always set up until the next Sabbat, and then as soon as that Sabbat passes, obviously they get deconstructed and then, reconstructed. At least my working altar. My other altars are more permanent and more stationary. But anyway, so this is my tarot journal. I shared this before. And I have been working on this since the beginning of summer. I'm really hoping that this is looking good. Okay, well, it's not the best, but it'll do. I started on this, in the beginning of summer, and initially it was to record spreads and do study decks, and record my readings. So I started with including my card of the year, my year ahead spread, and some stuff on the minor arcana. And then I started getting into full moon spread, summer solstice spread for June. Then I started studying the Moonchild Tarot in June, which I did an interview spread for, and then I did just kind of a first impressions where I wrote a little bit about my thoughts on the imagery. And then I took these spreads from that guidebook and I threw them in here. This is a kind of a creative way for me to connect with tarot. Then I started using this as it became more chronological after this. I had a planner that was given to me at the beginning of the year that I was using, and I've since been recycling the artwork into this tarot journal. So I will take my card of the month, I will do the new moon spreads, and then I will take a deck that month that I work with and do first impressions and an interview spread. And this is where I started to record my daily readings, my daily draws in here. And I was doing tarot and oracle, and as I mentioned in my Mabon video, I might start doing oracle just for a week, just draw a card weekly. I'm not sure yet, but so yeah, I've started to do that, and I've been doing this since July now. So this journal has been filling up, but the nice part is that I take the things that occur in my day and I start to apply them to the card. And then I have a reflections at the end of the month where I talk about the monthly card and what I think it meant to me for that month. And then I do my new moon reading. And then I go into August, which my card was the Ten of Swords. I don't fill out this part where I reflect upon it until at the end. There's my Luna Saw spread. So I do a reading also every Sabbat as well. I had extra space on this page. I still might do something with that. I might leave it. I'm not sure. In August, I worked with the Anima Mundi Tarot, and I did draw this out. I do have an interview spread recorded in my Book of Mirrors, which is basically just my spiritual brain dump journal. Everything goes in there. And it's all scratch notes and all that stuff. It's not pretty by any means, but it's my place where I can be messy and throw all my spiritual thoughts in there. And then if I want to make it pretty, I put it in here. At least when it relates to tarot. So I haven't gotten to actually completing these 2 pages yet, because I've been meaning to print off some of the cards and all that. It's just something that I haven't done. But I did complete my the rest of the month here. So you have the full moon Aquarius, which I really tried to hone in on the Aquarian vibe, being an Aquarian myself. And then continuing with the weeks. These all kind of look similar. As soon as I finish out recycling this planner, I'm probably going to change this up a little bit, but it's nice to keep it simplistic for now as I'm kind of getting into the swing of doing it this way. And then this week was a little bit weird because I didn't map out my pages correctly, so I kind of had to squeeze 2 weeks into 2 pages and not have them so spread out as I usually do. So now we have September, which my card of the month is the Ace of Wands. Obviously, I have not added my reflections yet, but I will pretty soon here, and I'm pretty sure I know what the Ace of Wands represents at this point. So yep, I kind of try to color coordinate a little bit with the colors here, but it's not perfect. And that's the thing, is I'm trying to look at this and not be perfect. So this is the full moon in Pisces, which just happened today. Tonight we are on the dark moon, and I will quickly share with you guys what I do for the dark moon as well. I've talked about it before, but I just figure it might be fun to also mention that as well because it is tarot related. So, and tomorrow will be the new moon, so I will be doing a spread as well in here. I am going to be working on this a little bit tonight, so it's kind of funny that I'm sharing it now because I thought about waiting and showing the progress even further, but it's okay. So this is this week. I have not put anything in here yet, but I will, and it goes to Monday the 30th, so I can close out the month. And then we get on to, this is my Maybon spread. I've already done that. I just have not put it in this journal yet. And the new moon spread, that is tomorrow. And then I also did a interview spread for the Sacerobito, which is going to be put here, and then the first impressions of the Sacerobito as well. And then I started to put in October's pages. So the card of the month will go here, as well as the impressions of the card of the month. And then the weeks. And then I try to map out the full moon spreads, when the full moon's going to be, and kind of put the weeks in between so I can be as chronological as I can. It's not perfect, but yeah. And then I was going to do a Samhain spread there. And it looks like I might be able to squeeze November in here. I'm not sure yet. I'm hoping I can. If not, I might be able to do something extra with these pages. But it's hard to believe that I'm already almost done with this journal. I also use this back pocket back here to keep extra artwork that I've printed off if I feel like using it. So that's really handy. But I'm really liking this way of doing this. It's helped me really connect with the cards, and it's helped me be creative and artistic in a sense, and I just love it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So that's what I've done so far with this tarot journal that's almost used up. The other thing I'm doing is, I know I've mentioned this before, but I made this journal, and this is specifically for, oops, bumping the camera, that's a party foul. I use this specifically for, I haven't finished some of it, shadow work and dark moon. So what I do is I pull a card from the Dark Goddess Tarot every dark moon, and then I write about it and talk about how this card or this goddess, what this message means and what it applies to me for shadow work, and something I should be focusing on for this month from dark moon to dark moon. So in July I had Isis, in August I had Ishtar, and I believe in September, oh, I can't remember right now. I can't remember her name, but she is the Mayan goddess of the underworld. So she will go there, as well as my reflections on her card, and then I'm going to pull my card for tonight's dark moon and put it in this spread here. And this journal is also used for, although I haven't quite gotten to it yet, any shadow work, you know, thoughts, readings, anything pertaining to shadow work. Oh my god, I can't talk, guys. But just thought I would share that really quick as well, because it is the dark moon. I also want to say, how funny is it that I'm setting my Samhain altar on the dark moon? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video for me sharing my journals for today. I have a few more days left on this 30-day challenge. It will be going through, I think, until, I'm pretty sure Monday is my last day. And I know I mentioned before I will be taking a little bit of a break, and then I'll be getting back into the swing of things, kind of looking forward to some topics for October and Samhain and all that stuff. But with that being said, that's it for today, and thank you for watching, and blessed be.